Welcome to Gyan Zenith Current Affairs section. Today we have come with some selected national events in our past week section. Please like, subscribe and comment on our YouTube channel Gyan Zenith. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. So in the past week section, we'll cover selected national events from the date January 18 to January 24. So let us move to our first important national event. So this is coming under the section birth anniversary. Netaji anniversary observed as Parakram Divas. So the birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose on January 23 will be observed as Parakram Divas. So this first program held at Victoria Memorial in Kolkata. In this occasion, a permanent exhibition and a projection mapping show on Netaji was inaugurated, and this program was attended by our Prime Minister. A cultural program, Amra Nutan Jovaneri Dut, based on the theme of Netaji was also held. At the same time, another program was held in Haripura village in Gujarat Surat district, where Netaji Bose was elected President of the Indian National Congress in 1938. This day was also celebrated as Desh Prem Divas by West Bengal government. We salute Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. The next one is coming under the renaming section. Howrah Kalka Mail renamed as Netaji Express. This Kalka Mail started in the 19th century. This is one of the early commercial passenger train services in India. This connecting Howrah with Kalka. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose took this Kalka train from Gomo in Bihar after his great escape from his house in Kolkata in the year 1941. The next one is coming under the section Summit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi invited to G7 Summit. This proposed G7 Summit will be held in Cornwall, Great Britain from June 11 to 13. After this COVID, this will be the first in-person G7 Summit in almost 2 years. Other than the 7 members of G7, India, Australia and South Korea have been invited as guest countries. The G7 includes UK, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the US and the EU, European Union. The G7 plus the 3 invited countries, India, Australia and South Korea, is seen as a gathering of D10. Earlier, our Prime Minister attended the G7 summit in France in August 2019, and he was also invited in the US summit of 2020, which eventually could not take place due to COVID-19. For UK, some important events is happening very soon. In February, they will assume the presidency of the UN Security Council. And also in the latter half of 2021, they will host the UN Climate Change Conference of the Parties, that is COP26 in short, summit in Glasgow, and a Global Education Conference. So there are some big events for UK in this year. The next important event is on policy. India sent first doses of COVID-19 vaccine in Bhutan and Maldives. Maldives and Bhutan, they became the first recipient of the Indian government's gift. This is another testament to India's neighborhood first policy and it will be branded as Vaccine Maitri. Earlier also India had supplied hydroxychloroquine and other tablets, also some kits, ventilators to other countries during the COVID-19. In our obituary section, we'll remember a pioneer in medical science, Dr. V. Shanta. She is the chairperson of the Cancer Institute at Adyar in Chennai and Doyen of Oncology. Born in 1927 in a family of achievers, her maternal uncle is Chandrasekhar and maternal grandfather C.V. Raman are Nobel laureates. She graduated in medicine in 1949. She was recognized with the Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri and the Magsaysay Award. In our collaboration section, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, in short MORTH, entered into a pact with DRDO to strengthen cooperation in the sustainable geohazard management. So these areas include conceptual planning of integrated avalanche and landslide protection schemes or all-weather connectivity in snow-bound areas of India. The Defense Geoinformatics Research Establishment, in short DGRO, a DRDO laboratory, is a leading entity in the development of critical technologies for enhancing combat effectiveness with focus on terrains and avalanches. DGRE role and charter include mapping, forecasting, monitoring, controlling. So this will be a great initiative in geohazard management. Next in the collaboration in the important event is India and Singapore signed Pact on Submarine Rescue Plan. This was signed at the 5th Defence Minister Dialogue held virtually between Defence Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh and his Singapore counterpart Dr. Eng Han. This agreement is on submarine rescue support and cooperation between the two navies. We'll move on to the next. MOU with Uzbekistan for cooperation in solar energy. So main area of work under the MOU to identify research demonstration pilot projects between the National Institute of Solar Energy, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy India and the International Solar Energy Institute ISEI Uzbekistan in the mutually identified areas. Now which are those areas? Those areas are solar photovoltaic, storage technologies and transfer of technology. So based on mutual agreement, both parties would work on deployment of pilot projects in International Solar Alliance member countries. In our past week section, we have a news for in the defense section also. The DRDO conducted a successful trial of the indigenously developed smart anti-airfield weapon, in short SAAW, from Orissa. This is indigenously designed and developed by DRDO's Research Center Imarat, IRCI Hyderabad. Another weapon system designed to target enemy radar and communication assets, Rudram, was tested in October 2020. So this Rudram, this was India's first indigenous anti-radiation missile developed by Indian Air Force, and it was successfully flight tested from a Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter. Rudram is an air-to-surface missile, and this is used in the air defense systems. Let us see some infrastructure related news. Government has given nod for Chenab Hydel project. This is a long pending project. This is on the river Chenab in Jammu and Kashmir Kishtwar district. This project will cost around 5,800 crores. This foundation stone was laid by then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh in June 25 in the year 2013. However, this was stalled because the Pakistan government has objected to the construction of the dam, citing non-conformity with the Indus Water Treaty. But India was allowed to construct the dam by the World Bank in the year 2017. Now an MOU was signed between the NHPC, that is the National Hydel Power Corporation, and the Jammu and Kashmir State Power Development Corporation Limited in Samba district on February 3, 2019. And the project began in December 2019. This is a joint venture between the NHPC and the JKSPDC, having an equity of 51% and 49%. And this will be completed in 5 years' time. Now there is a new report of Niti Index report, which is being showing that Karnataka is the most innovative major state. Karnataka is the most innovative major among the major states, and Delhi is the most innovative among union territories. Eventually, Delhi also stood out as the top performer among both states and UTs. And amongst the northeast and hill states, Himachal Pradesh has the highest score. These rankings were part of Niti Aayog's India Innovation Index Report 2020. This was initiated in 2019 and it is in the lines of Global Innovation Index GII, which ranks all the countries across the world annually. In 2015, India ranked 81 among 141 countries in the GII. However, by 2020, it ranked 48 among 131 countries, thereby improving its rank. Delhi recorded the highest number of trademark and patent applications, and Karnataka's success attributed to a high number of venture capital deals, FDI inflow, etc. Prime Minister Modi elected chairman of Somnath Temple Trust. So he was elected the new chairman of the Sri Somnath Trust, the religious body which manages and maintains the famous Somnath Temple near Veerbal in Gujarat. Now, news on development. Adani Ports to develop country's biggest logistic park in Sanand. An MOU was signed by Gujarat government with Adani Ports and SEZ Limited for establishing India's biggest multimodal logistics park near Sanand in Ahmedabad. The park will attract an investment of rupees 50,000 crore. Now some news on the National Day. One-day CM in Uttarakhand. Srishti Goswami was designated as one-day Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. She was the symbolic Chief Minister on the occasion of National Girl Child Day. This initiative was taken by Uttarakhand State Commission for Protection of Child Rights. This is a very unique initiative taken by the Uttarakhand government. In the year 2008, the government declared January 24 to be celebrated as the National Girl Child Day every year. So this is a great way of honoring the girl child. The objective of National Girl Child Day is to raise consciousness of the society towards the girl child so that she can be valued and respected at highest level. Now in the award section, we have one event, that is Indian mathematician Nikhil Srivastava named joint winner of Michael and Sheila Held Prize. Nikhil Srivastava, Adam Marcus and Daniel Allen Spielman will receive this prize. This is for solving the long-standing questions on the Cadison-Singer problem and on Ramanujan graphs. Their groundbreaking papers on the questions, both published in 2015, solved problems that mathematicians had been working on for several decades. This prize is presented annually and honors outstanding, innovative, creative, and influential research in the areas of combinatorial and discrete optimization or related parts of computer science, such as the design and analysis of algorithms and complexity theory. So this is a great honor for the Indian mathematician Mr. Nikhil Srivastava. This prize was established in the year 2017. Now, news on the expedition. Winter expedition to Mount Trishul allowed by IMF. Here IMF is Indian Mountaineering Foundation. They have given permission to a 3-member team which is leading by Mr. Arun Bajpai, the youngest Indian to climb Mount Everest at the age of 16 years in 2010. IMF is the regulatory body for national and international mountaineering expeditions. Mount Trishul is a 7120-meter peak in western Kumaon of Uttarakhand. It was first scaled in 1907 by British mountaineer Longstaff. This is the first time IMF has allowed a winter expedition to Mount Trishul. To promote the concept of winter mountaineering, 2 training camps focusing on winter climbing are going on at National Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarkashi, and National Institute of Mountaineering and Allied Sports, Arunachal Pradesh. So here is all. Thank you for watching Gyan Zenith. Please like and subscribe.